Ang lahat ng drama, ang lahat ng tawanan, musika at anong paman. Magkakasama pa rin tayo mga kalamaw. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang iyong paboritong tambayan. Broadcasting live from TVH Group of Networks. Ang iyong himpilan, ang iyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Ulit na namin sinasabi sa House of Representatives.
Ma'am, pero tama po ba yung testimony kanina na receive the testimony?
We will wait for Colonel na lang.
Next question, please.
Ma'am?
Last two. Or make it brief. Make it brief.
Hindi said po na kung kanil po kadali ng plano pagpatay sa isang presidente, paano pa kaya sa pangkaraniwan ng mga mamayan? Kung ganyan kriminal na pagtatangka, hindi dapat pinapapit ang pas. Yan ay aking papalagaan, sabi ni PBBM.
Oo. Diba? Pumalag na yung buong bayan nung pinatay ng pamilya nila si Benigno Aquino Jr.
Next question.
Next question.
Ma'am,
Marcel.
na-verbalize niyo na po ba sa administration yung tungkol sa threat sa inyong buhay? Napanggit ko po kasi yun.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Ay, hindi. Hindi pa, ma'am. Nag-complain ako noon, if you can remember, in the media, and then they dismissed it. Everything is well documented with documents and videos. And nagsabi ang NSC na national security concern ang threat sa president. Pero apparently, they really do not consider the threat to the vice president as anything of a concern. So, what kind of country is this? Hindi ba kaparte ng gobyerno ang Vice President? Hindi ba ako binoto ng mga tao? Hindi ba ako ang Vice President ng buong Pilipinas, ng lahat ng mga Pilipino?
Are you taking legal action mo, ma'am, dun sa threat sa inyo?
Ma'am, I do not expect fairness from this government. Really, truly. That is the reason why I'm pussyfooting with, court cases. We do not expect fairness. Imagine mo, saan ka nakahanap na-admit na yung tao sa hospital, bigla na lang papasok, discharge na siya in less than an hour. Saan ang hustisya dyan? Saan ang hustisya dito? Sa bayan.
Last two questions, please.
Ma'am, po yung detention order para kay Attorney Lopez. Ano po yung next steps niyo po for this?
I questioned it doon, kanina. Pinapahirapan pa nila ako. Ano sinabi nila? Dinetain nila yung tao dahil sa due process. Dahil, ano ba yung sinabi niya? Walang due process ang pagpapatanggal kay Gloria Mercado at iba pang officials ng Department of Education. Ano sinabi ko kanina? The position of a USEC and ASEC is a position of trust and confidence by the appointing authority. Ngayon, ang appointing authority ng USEC at ASEC ng DepEd is the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Dapat tinatanong ng House of Representatives bakit tinanggap ni Pangulong Marcos ang resignation ng mga USEC at ASEC na yon sa Department of Education.
Last question.
That was Vice President Sara Duterte in her earlier press conference. Meanwhile, House Speaker Martin Romualdez has denied Vice President Sara Duterte's accusations that she plans to run in the 2028 presidential elections. Romualdez said the accusations were made to divert the attention from the discussion on the improper use of funds in the office of the Vice President.
The Vice President's unfounded and baseless accusations that I am plotting to destroy her because of alleged political ambitions for 2028 elections. My colleagues, these accusations are not only untrue, they are a desperate attempt to distract from the real issues at hand. Malinaw ang katotohanan. Ang trabaho ko bilang speaker ay maglingkod, hindi manira. Ang politika na paninira ay hindi kailanman naging bahagi ng aking prinsipyo. My focus has always been on fulfilling my responsibilities as Speaker of the House, leading with utmost integrity, untarnished by division and self-interest, and guided by the principle that every action and decision I take must always be for the benefit of the Filipino people. These unfounded accusations are not just about me. They are an affront to the House of Representatives. They are an attempt to erode public trust in this institution, to sow division, and to create chaos. We choose unity over division, dialogue over conflict, and cooperation over confrontation. Continue to advance the reforms and policies that will lead us to economic recovery, national security, and a more equitable society. Ang laban na ito ay hindi tungkol sa akin, hindi tungkol sa inyo, kundi para sa ating bayan at sa kinabukasan ng bawat Pilipino. Let us rise above the distractions. Let us reject baseless accusations. Let us focus on what truly matters, serving the people and strengthening the institutions that uphold our democracy. Let us stay focused, steadfast and committed to the great job we are doing. It is indeed my honor and privilege fighting this battle with and for all of you. Thank you, and may God bless the Philippines. Mabuhay ang Kongreso! Mabuhay ang Sambayang Pilipino!
That was the House of Representatives Speaker Martin Romualdez. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. once again bypassed Vice President Sara Duterte as the Philippines caretaker while Malacanang heightened security measures in response to the death threats targeting the first family. Marcos is set to travel to the United Arab Emirates for a one-day working visit where he is scheduled to meet UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The vice president had typically assumed the role of caretaker during the president's foreign trips. However, as tensions between Duterte and Marcos continue to mount, the latter appears less inclined to grant Duterte any more responsibilities. Notably, Duterte was also excluded as caretaker during Marcos' trip to Laos in October. Here's a report from Inquirer Today.
President Bongbong Marcos is assigning Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, Justice Secretary Boying Remulla, and Agrarian Reform Secretary Conrado Estrella III as caretakers of the country during his trip to the United Arab Emirates, according to Malacanang. In a message to reporters on Monday, November 25, Press Secretary Cesar Chavez says Bersamin, Remulla, and Estrella were named as the caretaker committee. Marcos is set to meet with UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan on November 26 in Abu Dhabi. In the past, Marcos typically designated Vice President Sara Duterte as caretaker during his overseas trips. However, their relationship has soured since Duterte's resignation as Education Secretary in June. Tensions between the two leaders escalated over the weekend after Duterte claimed she had hired someone to kill Marcos, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos, and cousin Speaker Martin Romualdez if she were ever assassinated. Malacanang then described the vice president's statement as an active threat.
Before we go on a break, Roberto Bellini, the owner of the Italian restaurant Bellini's at Cubao Expo, has passed away on Sunday, as confirmed by his daughter Joy via Facebook on Monday afternoon. He was 84. In loving memory of Roberto Grassini Bellini, honoring the life and legacy of a beloved husband, father, grandfather, and friend, the post read. According to the post, Roberto's wake will be held from November 26 to 28 at Loyola Memorial Park in Marikina City. Meanwhile, his funeral will be held on November 29 at 2 p.m. For many who frequent Cubao Expo, the long-standing Italian restaurant is an institution and a favorite. A bulk of the scenes of Bea Alonso of John Lloyd's beloved 2007 movie, One More Chance, was also filmed in it. In 2017, the Bellini family was featured in an eyewitness episode on GMA7, where Roberto and his Filipino wife, Maria Luisa, recalled their love story, and their humble beginnings with their children. Both photographers, Roberto and Maria Luisa, met in 1986 at the height of People Power Revolution. In 1999, the couple opened Bellini's in Cubao. Roberto is survived by his wife and their three children, Joy, Jasmine, and June. You're listening to koolNews at 6. You're with yours truly, Stephen Juana Del Sol, and you're listening here on News Radio 93.1 and Cool FM nationwide. We will be back after the break. This koolNews edition was brought to you by McDonald's, featuring their McSavers Sulit Busog meals, starting at 99 pesos in all stores nationwide. Prices may vary. Neutral Light Style Low-Fat Milk Powder. So good you'll float. Product excellence of Hongsang. Fuji Denso Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving products. Upgrade your usual appliances of Fuji Denso HV Inverter Appliances. Fuji Denso, quality above all. Star Wax Floor Wax with waterproof formula. Long-lasting shine. Star Wax Floor Wax. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality. ACS. Venom Powered Shit Energy Drink with Malunggay. And Musicultura Heritage Foundation Center, a museum of all fan-made multimedia and Philippine history. Visit us today at Greenbelt, Makati City from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Musicultura, a non-profit joint venture project of Able Media and TVH Group of Networks Incorporated. Araw-araw ang ating Pasko sa iyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Mama, daming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mama, daming time. Champion detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na! Playtime with Bunso kasi may champion na. Present lagi sa school pag champion sa laba. Gumimik with ate dahil may champion na. Lambingan with happy, champion ako dyan. Kung gustong mag-shopping, dapat mag-champion ka. Mag-movie marathon, mabilis lang maglaba. Kung gusto nyong mag-swimming, tara mag-champion na. Lahat ng gusto nyo, mama daming time. Tanggal mancha sa damit ni tatay, t-shirt ni kuya, mabango na rin. May quick wash technology ang champion. Family bonding ng priority ko. Salamat sa champion! Champion na! Mama, daming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mama, daming time. Champion detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na!
Intra na sa Great Taste Greatest Panalo Raffle Promo para sa chance ka magdaog sa over 3 million pesos worth of cash prizes. Magbaka sa Great Taste Premium Classic at Great Taste White Classic. Magtipon sa mga empty packs kaya ihulog ang mga entries sa Dropbox in select stores. Gani, ano pag ginakulat nyo? Intra na! See posters for details. Promo runs from November 1, 2024 to February 28, 2025. DOH FDA CFRR permit number 1115 series of 2024.
Happy puting Pasko from Sir!
Sir Puti daw. 2 minutes lang, instant puti na. Sir Instant Bango. Sir Instant Puti.
Based on internal technical tests and confident after one wash. Results may vary.
Sir Puti daw. Buong pamilya ko.
Sir!
Mommy, may aircon na tayo sa
CR?
Safeguard Arctic Fresh lang yan, nak. May cooling bango. At patay ang 99.9% of germs sa tested bacteria. Yung ibang sabon, hanggang lamig lang. Ito, may germ protection.
Oh, Mommy, wag na tayo bibili ng iba, ha? Dito lang tayo sa Safeguard Arctic Fresh. Shoo away germs. Safeguard Arctic Fresh. Germs off, air can cool on.
Results may vary.
Nandyan na naman sila, kanya-kanyang pakilala sa kung alin daw ang totoo at alin ang tama. Basta ako, mula pa nung nakarang Pasko hanggang ngayong Kapaskuhan, ay istigtuan lang sa bitaminang gumagabay sa aking kalusugan. Mark C. Vitamin C Plus Zinc. Ang purong bitamina ng ating mga kasangga. Maligayang Pasko at manigong bagong taon. Hatid sa inyo ng Mark C. Vitamin C Plus Zinc. Mabibili na sa inyong mga suking butika at drugstores dito sa ating lugar. Ang mensaheng ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Mark C. Ascorbic acid plus zinc is the generic name of Mark C. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Passes the ball, and wow! That's a slam dunk!
Ma, paglaki ko, gusto ko maging basketball player.
Game! Oh, star rice at gulay ka pa, nak. May star margarine yan.
Ubus ko na. Meron pa po ba, Ma?
Parang basketball player ka na kumain na.
Slam dunk sa sarap eh.
Dagdag sustansya rap with Star Margarine. Tulad ng vitamins A, B, E, and iodine. Star Margarine. Mas abot ang pangarap. Sabayan ng tamang diet and exercise.
Mas matindi na ang init at tulan ngayon. Kaya dapat Elastosil na with Solasomer 3X formula. UV resistant, puno na flexible premium polymers. Matibay, 3 times na tumatagal. Versus competing brand. Tag-init o tag-ulan, Elastosil mo yan. Pioneer, do it right.
Araw-araw ang ating Pasko sa iyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Welcome back. The PNP will be coordinating with the Bureau of Immigration to confirm if the former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque has left the country. Here's a report. Here's a flash report from DZWB.
Carlo, pasok!
Pag-ipag-ngayan na ang Philippine National Police o PNP sa Bureau of Immigration para kumpirmahin kung totoong nakalabas na nga ba ng bansa si dating presidential spokesperson Attorney Harry Roque. Inihayag ito ni PNP PIO Chief at spokesperson Police Brigadier General Jean Pajardo sa pulong balitaan sa Campo Crame. Matatandaan na sa isang virtual media briefing ni Vice President Sara Duterte nitong Sabado, November 23, tila nadulas sa umano ito na nakalabas na ng bansa si Roque. Nitong Setyembre, una nang kinumpirma ng Bureau of Immigration na nakalabas na nga ng bansa ang asawa ni Roque na si Myla Roque. Si Roque ay pinaghahanap ngayon ng mga otoridad matapos na i-cite in contempt at maglabas ng arrest warrant o arrest order ang House of Representatives dahil sa kabiguan nitong magsumite ng mga hinihinging dokumento sa Quad Committee kaugnay sa umano'y pagkakasangkot ito sa illegal na Pogo operations. Ako si Carlo Mate ng GMA Super Radio, DCWB Dapat Totoo.
In the international news, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese on Monday played down privacy concerns regarding his government's proposed ban on social media for under 16-year-old, saying firms would be required to destroy personal data used to verify ages of users.
Mr. Speaker, I want to make 5 because we're doing more than setting a new minimum age of 16 for social media. We are setting a new community standard, making it clear that social media companies have a social responsibility and sending a message to all those mums and dads who are worried about the impact that social media is having on their children's well-being, their mental health, their confidence and their sense of self. That message is simple. We are on your side. We've got your back. More than worry about what all this will mean for young Australians today and future generations. There will be very strong and strict privacy requirements to protect people's personal information, including an obligation to destroy information provided once age has been verified. How to win and how to lose, learning how to work as a team, learning about resilience and being part of their community. This is an issue that governments around the world are grappling with. And can I say, when I was talking with leaders of European and North American and other countries in our own region as well, including Prime Minister Luxon of New Zealand last week, they are all looking at what we are doing, and they are applauding what we are doing in showing leadership in this area.
Going back to the national concern, Senator Amy Marcos on Monday denied visiting the Vice President Sal Duterte at the Veterans Memorial Medical Center in Quezon City over the weekend. Duterte stayed with her Chief of Staff Zuleika Lopez, who had been confined at the hospital after she fell ill. She said, hindi, pumunta lang ako sa veterans. Marcos said when she was asked in an ambush interview whether she visited Duterte. Marcos did not provide other details on why she went to the VMMC. She also refused to comment on the apparent rift between Duterte and her younger brother, President BBM, saying that she wants to read more about it first. There are 2.4 million rice farmers in the Philippines, but only 50% have their own land, the Philippine Rice Research Institute said. As of 2023, 4.82 million hectares are tilled for rice production all over the country, but based on the 2016 government data, 30% of farmers in the Philippines are mere tenants on land owned by someone else. Republic Act 4054 or the Philippine Rice Share Tenancy Act provides that these tenants, most of them landless, work as farmers who till palay land in exchange for a share of the harvest. Magno Gregorio, 63, explained to Esquire that as a tenant, he is given 12% of the harvest, so if a hectare yields 100 kevans of palay, he would bring those home 12 kevans or 600 kilograms. A tenant himself, Gregorio is tilling 5 hectares in Isabela province. He said that every harvest, each hectare produces 100 kevans, so as a result, he is given 60. The rest, or 440 kevans, is left to the landowner. With 60 kevans or 3,000 kilograms, Gregorio would get 59,640 pesos, as Phil Rice said that in 2023, dry palay was worth 19.88 per kilo peso. 19.88 peso per kilo. Pesos per kilo, but while almost 60,000 may seem a lot, Gregorio shatters the myth. Based on government data, the poverty threshold for farming households was set at 9,064 pesos in 2015. Almost 70% was out of poverty in 2016, as the average income was set at 22,405 a month. However, Gregorio said it is not always the case. Gregorio, who has been tilling land since he was 15, said that he had to do with 59,640 pesos for 120 days, or little less than 497 pesos a day for most of his 9 grandchildren. Phil Rice said that in 1996, only 39% of farmers had their own land. This eventually grew to 44% in 2001, 45% in 2006, 48% in 2011, and 57% in 2016. While some started tilling their own land, the number of landless farmers working in exchange for a share of the harvest grew to 32% in 1996, 29% in 2001, 26% in 2006, 34% in 2011, and 30% in 2016. Every year, however, landless Gregorio experiences how is it like to own a land, as he explained that after harvest, palay stalks grow back and yield rice grains. Tayo-ito'y sagibo. This is what we call sagibo. According to a previous report in science.org, all rice is perennial to some extent, so rice roots sprout new stems after harvest. The only problem is that the yield won't be as much as the first harvest. But as Gregorio said, whether the sagibo yields a lot, 5 to 6 kevans is already enough. He said the second harvest is what we add to our resources. He said in Ilocano that the second harvest is all ours. The landowner will no longer have a share, as the yield will go to the tenant. According to Cheryl Aguayo, 47, who is tilling about 5 hectares, 2 of 5 kevans are already a lot, saying that they depend on the sagibo for their rice consumption for 120 days. According to government data, most farming households have rice as their main source of income, 80% in 1997, 79% in 2001, 80% in 2006, 88% in 2011, and 83% in 2016. As Phil Rice said, for those who own the land, the average farm size was 1.54 hectares. The U.S. Agency for International Development said that land distribution in the Philippines is skewed, as there are 4.2 million small farms that average less than 1.5 hectares and 8,475 large private land holdings of up to 25,000 hectares each. All over the country, it's said that there are 10.2 million marginal farmers and farm workers, 70% of whom is landless. This data does not only pertain to palay farmers. But landlessness is not the only problem, really, as even those with land struggle with low palay rice and high production costs. 19.88 against 14.98 pesos, leaving only with 4.9 for every kilogram. That's 4.9 pesos. Sometimes palay price would go down to as low as 15 to 16 pesos because of the Rice Tariffication Act that was signed in 2019 by President Rodrigo Duterte. The laws reduced the tariff rate on imported rice to 35%. With a persistent stream of imported rice, especially with Executive Order number 62 that was signed by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in June, a crop science expert said that farmers will already lose motivation to work harder to increase their yield. Teodoro Mendoza, a retired professor at UP Los Baños, said that at an average yield of 4,000 kilograms each hectare, farm gate palay rice of 15 to 16% to 16 pesos rather will result in an average income of 4,100 pesos to and 580,000 pesos negative. Manila's elderly community is feeling the pinch both in their hearts and their wallets. From delayed to sometimes non-existent allowances to a downgrade in birthday treats, the city seniors are longing for the days of Isko Moreno's leadership. At a recent gathering at SM City, Manila, the former mayor addressed the frustrations, offering reassurance and a sprinkle of his signature humor. The contrast between administrations is stark. During Moreno's tenure, seniors received large cans of ensured nutritional drinks as part of their benefits. Now, under Lacuna, they said they have been handed wafer sticks instead. The once cherished birthday cakes have also shrunk to cupcakes, leaving many feeling forgotten. Moreno lightened the mood with a cheeky quip. He said, "Kaya ko kayong bigyan ng birthday cake at pinapasaya sa kaarawan ninyo kasi baka konti na lang ang birthdays ninyo." The seniors roared with laughter. As the crowd cheered, Moreno promised to prioritize them if given another chance to serve as mayor. Recent Commission Octa surveys show Moreno leading by a whopping 78% over Lacuna, proof that the nostalgia for his administration might just translate into votes. Whether it's the allowances, the cakes, or the genuine care, Manila seniors are making their voices heard, and they're loudly calling for Moreno's return in the mayoral post. Finally, for the entertainment news, Catherine Bernardo and Alden Richards expressed their gratitude as their movie Hello, Love Again crossed the billion peso mark in ticket sales worldwide on Sunday, November 24. Here's the video courtesy of Star Cinema for their message.
Yan, we love you a billion times, guys. Hindi namin in-expect na aabot po ng ganito yung gross income ng Hello, Love Again globally. No words can say how grateful we are. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, no words po. We're just extremely grateful. Thank you sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa movie, sa lahat ng mga kababayans natin. Grabe, parte kayo nito. Thank you for making this happen. Thank you for making this possible. And congratulations to us!
To all of us po. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
And that is all for Cool News at 6. We will return later at 9 p.m. Philippines Standard Time for more news and headlines. You could also send us your comments, suggestions, and feedback at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. Coming up next on Cool FM is Aspheres Cafe. You can listen to us on Family Archives for the upcoming Cool FM program, the first Cool FM Prime Time program. I'm Stephen Iwanag del Sol, and this has been Cool News at 6. Take care, good evening, and God bless the Republic of the Philippines.